In order to further improve the transportation network, Bulgaria launched an open tender for global high-speed rail construction in December 2023, planning to build 20 high-speed rail lines. As a large-scale European project, it naturally attracted the attention of many high-speed rail companies, including Chinese railway companies. According to Bulgaria's estimate at the time, the total cost of the entire project was about $660 million. Surprisingly, China's offer was only $370 million, almost half of the expected cost, and much lower than the proposals of other bidding countries. Unexpectedly, Bulgaria did not choose China in the end, but chose a Spanish company with a bid of up to $670 million. But the story is not over yet. In October of this year, Spain suddenly announced the cancellation of its high-speed rail cooperation project with Bulgaria. This makes people wonder, why didn't Bulgaria choose China, which has a lower price and mature technology? And why did Spain withdraw after taking over the project? If you like our video content, please click to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can receive all our latest video content. Now, let's get into today's topic. After entering the 21st century, the development speed of China's high-speed rail can be said to be amazing. In just a few decades, China's high-speed rail has won the position of a global leader. In terms of speed, China's high-speed rail has broken through the limit again and again. The current operating speed has reached 350 kilometers per hour, and there are even plans to increase this speed to 400 kilometers in the future. In terms of mileage, China's total high-speed rail operating mileage has reached 46,000 kilometers, ranking first in the world, accounting for about 60% of the total mileage of high-speed rail in the world. It is precisely because of these technological breakthroughs and outstanding performance that many countries have invited China to participate in their high-speed rail construction projects. As far as I know, as of now, China's high-speed rail has been exported to more than 70 countries and has generally received good feedback. Southeast Asian countries such as Indonesia and Thailand, Turkey and Saudi Arabia in the Middle East, Hungary and Serbia in Europe, etc. are all partners of China's high-speed rail. What is more worth looking forward to is that China is currently planning to introduce high-speed rail technology on the routes of the China-Europe Express to achieve passenger and freight integration. If this plan is successfully implemented, China's high-speed rail will be able to connect 25 countries and 224 cities in Europe, and 11 countries and 108 cities in Asia, truly forming a huge transportation network covering the Eurasian continent. However, having said that, there is one thing that may surprise everyone. In the face of such excellent conditions for China's high-speed rail, a country not only did not choose to cooperate with China, but even launched an anti-subsidy investigation against China's high-speed rail. What is going on? Bulgaria, located in Eastern Europe, has always faced the dilemma of relatively backward transportation infrastructure, which has seriously slowed down its economic development. In order to change the status quo, Bulgaria announced an ambitious high-speed rail project in December 2023. By early 2024, the Bulgarian Ministry of Transport officially issued a tender notice for this high-speed rail project. According to the announcement, Bulgaria plans to purchase 20 high-speed trains, with 15 years of after-sales service and personnel training, with a total budget of $660 million. Although the budget of $660 million seems quite generous, the timetable for this project is very tight, requiring the delivery of all trains within 33 months, in addition to 15 years of warranty and training services. These strict conditions put pressure on many countries, and many companies chose to withdraw from the competition. However, as a global power in the field of high-speed rail, China will naturally not miss this great opportunity to showcase its high-speed rail technology. The company representing China in the bidding this time is Qingdao Sifeng Machinery Company, Limited, a core subsidiary of CRRC and an important base for the research and development and manufacturing of China's high-speed trains. Qingdao Sifeng Company is not only technically strong and experienced, but many high-speed trains running in China are produced by this factory. In addition to China, Talgo from Spain also participated in the bidding. In the end, it was these two companies that successfully entered the final competition. It is worth mentioning that in this bidding, the bid of Qingdao Sifeng Locomotive Factory was only $390 million, while the bid of Spanish Talgo was as high as $670 million, almost twice the bid of China. This makes many people believe that Bulgaria will almost certainly choose China's solution after all. China not only has a clear advantage in price, but also enjoys a high reputation in high-speed rail technology worldwide. Compared with Spain's high-speed rail, China's high-speed rail also has many advantages in terms of technology. However, to everyone's surprise, Bulgaria finally chose the Spanish company, and China was forced to withdraw from the project. So, why is the result like this? After my investigation, the truth is actually closely related to the EU's intervention. The thing is this: when the EU learned that China's high-speed rail company entered the Bulgarian market at such a competitive price, they immediately took action to try to prevent China from further occupying the European high-speed rail market. In February 2024, the European Commission officially announced an anti-subsidy investigation against China's Qingdao Sifeng Company, suspecting that its low-price bidding was strongly supported by the Chinese government, which was considered to violate the principle of fair competition. The EU's concerns are actually very clear. CRRC, relying on huge subsidies from the Chinese government, participated in the bidding at an attractive low price, and such a strategy, in their view, may seriously disrupt the normal competition order in the European high-speed rail market. Under the strong intervention of the EU, the Chinese company finally had to withdraw from the bidding. The reason why the EU can so wantonly launch an anti-subsidy investigation against Chinese high-speed rail companies is actually directly related to the Foreign Subsidies Regulation issued in July last year. This regulation stipulates that the EU has the right to launch an investigation into foreign subsidies that may distort the EU market. That is to say, as long as the project valuation exceeds 250 million euros, and the company has received more than 4 million euros in subsidies from at least one country in the past 3 years, the company must report its participation in public tenders to the European Commission. The total valuation of this high-speed rail project in Bulgaria is as high as $660 million, which naturally meets the investigation standards of this regulation. According to the EU's estimates, the reason why China's high-speed rail company was able to offer a price that was 40.7% lower than Bulgaria's estimated cost and 47.5% lower than the Spanish company's price was mainly because the Chinese government provided a subsidy of up to 1.75 billion euros to the bidding company. However, this statement by the EU immediately aroused doubts from many netizens. Everyone raised a key question: who would invest up to 1.75 billion euros in subsidies for a $660 million project? Moreover, the subsidies mentioned by the EU were not specifically for the Bulgarian high-speed rail project, but the Chinese government's support for the overall operation of CRRC Group. Therefore, many people suspect that the EU's move was an opportunity to suppress Chinese companies. Of course, after the Chinese company withdrew from the bidding, the Bulgarian high-speed rail project was finally handed over to the Spanish company. However, things did not go smoothly as planned. In October this year, the Bulgarian project showed signs of failure. Although Spain's high-speed rail companies have a certain reputation internationally, they do not have the most advanced high-speed rail technology. Spain's strengths lie more in light rail construction, while high-speed rail technology often relies on the support of multiple countries' technology, and its accumulation of independent research and development is not strong. Light rail technology can indeed be applied to high-speed rail projects in some areas with flat terrain, and the cost is relatively low, but the situation in Bulgaria is different. Bulgaria has a complex terrain with mountains and hills, which brings great challenges to high-speed rail construction. Obviously, light rail technology is not suitable. In fact, Although Spain is currently the second country in the world in terms of the total length of high-speed railways, there are only 4 countries in the world that are recognized to have high-speed railway technology, including China, France, Germany, Japan, and other countries, but Spain is not among them. According to my investigation, the high-speed railways currently operated in Spain are mainly Talgo 350 series high-speed railways produced by Avenue. And this type of high-speed railway is not designed and produced by Spain itself, but built with technology provided by France and Germany. However, after entering the new century, Germany's high-speed railway technology has not only not improved, but has declined due to the frequent accidents caused by the disrepair of old high-speed railways. In 2023, the German railway company was in poor operating condition and lost about 1.2 billion euros. So the German government had to start shutting down some high-speed railway companies for reorganization. It is not difficult to see from this that Spain may have failed the Bulgarian project because Germany could not provide technical assistance. But there is more to it. Bulgaria temporarily proposed additional safety measures in the middle of the project, especially emergency plans for specific geological conditions. These new requirements further increased the complexity and construction difficulty of the project. With the budget rising and technical problems emerging one after another, the Spanish company soon realized that it was almost impossible to complete the project within the specified time. As the project progress lagged behind, Bulgaria's high-speed rail dream became more and more distant. After several months of negotiations and trade-offs, the Spanish company finally announced in October this year that it would give up cooperation with Bulgaria. From the fundamental reason, Bulgaria obviously did not fully consider the practical problems in technology and funds when it initially chose the Spanish company. I think this is the main reason for the failure of the project. To not miss out on our future projects and news updates, please make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We will continue to provide you with more exciting and interesting content.